welcome back to another video. This really popped when I saw it. That to me is a monster increase. Again, this book got hot. This book is ready to go higher.
So let's jump right into it.
We are back today with another statue review from Diamond Select Toys. Without further ado, let's get into the review. What is going on YouTube? This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles, and welcome back to another video. Today we're here for another Hot 10 breakdown of the week. If you guys aren't familiar with what I do in this video, I take the 10 hottest comics according to the Key Collector app and I break them down one by one, letting you guys know if I'm a buyer here at these prices or if I'd be staying away or possibly even selling. One other new piece of information for you guys, I'm going to start giving stuff away. That's right, we're dangerously close to 4,000 subscribers. I think we're about 3,200. So when we get to 4,000, I have some awesome stuff sitting on the side that I'm going to be giving away. But guess what? Even when we get to 5,000, I'm going to be doing it again. So if you're not a current subscriber of the channel, do me a favor, click the subscribe button for me. You will enjoy it. I promise you that. I also want you to smash that like button and turn on the notification bell because it lets you guys know when I post new videos. One other thing before we get into it, if you haven't checked out my website, mightycollects.com, I'm always posting new books for sale. With that said, let's get into the breakdown. At the 10th spot this week is a copy of Uncanny X-Men number 97 and the first cameo appearance of Lilandra. Who? And the CGC 7.0 just sold last week for a cool $150, up 13% since December. Now, I can't lie to you guys, I have no idea who the hell this character is. I am an X-Men fan, but not a huge X-Men fan, so if you know who this character is it worth it for $150? Let me know down in the comments. If not, you guys know I'm staying away from this one if I don't know who the character is. Regardless, it's up to you if you want to buy this one. At the 9th spot this week is a copy of Marvel Superheroes number 20 and this iconic cover of Doctor Doom by Larry Lieber, Stan Lee's brother, and a CGC 4.0. Just sold last week for $380, up 4% over that 12-month rolling average. Now, you guys know I am not a huge fan of this book. If I'm going to own a Doctor Doom book, it's going to be Fantastic Four number 5 or possibly Amazing Spider-Man number 5 as well. There are other books out there that I want to own besides this one. For me, I think it's too much money to spend on this key issue. However, I will say this to you guys. Way back when, you probably could have had this book for $5 to $10 to even $20. Now, at this grade, it's almost $400. I just think it's too much money to spend on this non-key issue, to be honest with you guys. At number 8 this week is a copy of The Last of Us number 1, and an adaptation of this comic is already in development over at HBO. And a CGC 9.8. Just sold last week for $1,250, up 9% since June of this year. You guys know I'm not familiar with this one either. To me, that seems like a lot of money to spend for a 9.8 copy of this book. But hey, if you own a copy or even own a lower grade copy, I would say hold on to it or possibly pick it up if you know what this book is about, just in case we end up you getting that show or movie at HBO, because you might make yourself a buck. But for me, I'm staying away. At number 7 on this week's list is a copy of Incredible Hulk number 2 and the second appearance of the Incredible Hulk. But moreover, guys, this is the first time we see him in his iconic green skin. And a CGC 3.5. Just sold the prior week for $2,950, up 1% over that 12-month rolling average. Now, you know I love the early Silver Age Hulk books, 1 through 6. I think they're awesome, and they're really, really scarce. However, $3,000 is such a huge amount of money to throw at a comic book. To be honest, if I'm going to spend that kind of money, I'm going to go after a first appearance, not a second appearance. You guys know that. If you watch my channel religiously, I'm not a huge second appearance collector unless I can get them for a screaming good deal. And that's what I'm going to say on this book. If you can get it for a really good price, I'm talking maybe 50 to 75% of book value, then maybe you want to go ahead and do it. Other than that, I'm staying away. At number 6 on this list is a copy of Secret Wars number 8 and the origin of the black symbiote costume, and a CGC 9.8 just made a new high sale by only $2 since the last sale earlier this year. And what can I say? You guys know I'm a fan of this book on all things Spidey and the black symbiote costume. Right now, am I a buyer of this book? 100%. You guys know I am. I would love to go out and buy a 9.8 copy right now if I can get it under the GPA. If I can't, I still want to own a 9.6 if I can. I personally have a 9.6 copy in my collection. I'd love to upgrade to a 9.8, hopefully eventually. But regardless, This book is a must-own for when we get Avengers Secret Wars, so go out and get your copy if you don't own one already. At number 5 on this list is What Else? For the 4th week in a row, it is a copy of New Mutants 98 and the first appearance of Deadpool, and a CGC 9.8. Just sold last week for a whopping $2,000, up 16% over that 12-month rolling average. This book is as hot as I've ever seen it. You guys know Ryan Reynolds is going to don the suit again in Deadpool 3. Not only by himself, he's going to be with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. You guys know I'm only a buyer of this book at a CGC 9.8. I think anything less than that, it's really hard to get your money out of this book, considering there's so many copies available for sale and so many have been printed over that time frame. Regardless, you guys know I'm 100% a buyer of this one at a 9.8, and that's where I'd be putting my money. At number 4 on this list is a copy of Tomb of Dracula number 1 and the first appearance of Dracula in Marvel Comics, and a CGC 6.5. Just sold last week for $525, up 15% over that 12-month rolling average. To me, this seems like this book is coming down a little bit. Every time it's on the list, and it has been on the list over the past couple of months, it seems to be going lower and lower at certain grades, even though it is higher than the 12-month average. To me, I'm watching this book very closely right now. If it continues to drop, especially in higher grades, maybe anywhere from a 5.0 or higher, I'd really be looking to buy this book as it comes down. But for right now, I'm still staying away, but I'm continue to watch just in case I'm going to pounce on this book. At the 3 spot is a copy of Marvel Premiere number 47 and the first appearance of Scott Lang as the new AntMan, and a CGC 9.6. Just sold last week for $510, up 3% over that 12-month rolling average. I've talked about this book before. It's been on the list over the past couple of months. I said I do want to own this book in my collection, but I'm not spending anywhere near $500 for it. I'd pick up a nice high-grade raw copy if I could to add to my collection, just because I think it's a fun, cool key to have, and I always see it at one of my LCSs. I want to own it, but I'm not forking up the big bucks just to keep it. At number 2 on this list is a copy of Incredible Hulk number 340 and this iconic cover by the great Todd McFarlane. Right now, you can go out and get a CGC 9.8 for $1,850, which is up 19% over that 12-month rolling average. Again, another book I've had in my collection before that I do not own any longer as well. When I saw this book spiking in prices when we had that great comic boom about a year and a half ago, I used that opportunity to unload my copy. But with that said, guys, I think if I'm going to own this book, I only want it in a 9.6 or a 9.8 again, and it's just too much money to spend, almost $2,000 on a copy of this book. I could take that $2,000 and put it towards a major first appearance. Now, you guys know I love classic covers, I love iconic covers, and I love Todd McFarlane. So to me, this is a hard pass, but I will say this, if you can get one for a good deal, I might be okay with it just to have in your collection, because it is a very, very popular book. And at the top spot, guys, what else could it possibly be? It is a copy of Man-Thing number 1 and the second appearance of Howard the Duck. No, but seriously, it is a second appearance of Howard the Duck, but the reason why this book is on fire right now is because of the first solo Man-Thing title, and a CGC 9.2. Just sold last week for $500, up 11% over that 12-month rolling average. You guys know I say it all the time. I told you about 3 to 4 months ago to buy this book, and ever since then, and ever since we got confirmation of the Man-Thing coming to the MCU, this book has freaking exploded. I've been telling you ever since then, stay the hell away from it. It's going up way too far, way too fast, and I don't want to buy this book at this price. So you've been warned probably for about a month and a half right now. Stay away from this one. If you want to buy a Man-Thing book, go ahead and buy Savage Tales number 1. That is the book to buy, and it really hasn't gone up too much since we got that confirmation. That's it for the list this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Again, some of the same books reappearing on this list. A couple of new ones that probably I'm going to stay away from, like I said in this video. But regardless, another list, another week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectible saying thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.